This is the WWE Smackdown October 4th, 2024 full show results video which takes place at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. The show opens with the return of AJ Styles, and he gets on the mic and says he's missed us and it's only fitting that he'd return here in Nashville tonight. This is where it all started for AJ Styles, and over the past couple months he's done things he's regretted, but he's not here to talk about the past but rather about building the legacy of AJ Styles. Carmelo Hayes interrupts him, and he says he's been holding it down on SmackDown while AJ has been gone and he's sure he's out here to announce some Legends contract that he deserves, but Melo wants to talk about himself. Styles tells him that LA Knight is relentless and reminds him that he came to his house and they had a match at WrestleMania. Hayes cuts him off and says he doesn't need his advice because he doesn't take advice from quitters, which leads Styles to point out there's birds here, there's trees, we'll bless them all until we're a ring and ropes, so let's have a match. Melo ducks him and goes to leave and gets cut off by LA Knight. Knight addresses Styles and calls him out for his unretirement segment a while back and tells Melo that if he can beat AJ Styles right now he'll go to Nick Aldis and get him a title shot. Then we saw a match between AJ Styles versus Carmelo Hayes, and the result of this match was very bad because when Melo goes with the half crab, AJ gets out, corner lariat, hobbling, fireman's carry, Ushigoroshi connects but Styles comes up lame, clutching his knee. Referee Charles Robinson checks on him and ultimately calls the bell, and Carmelo Hayes won the match by the referee stoppage. Post-match, LA Knight comes from out of nowhere and delivered BFT to Carmelo Hayes. Then we saw a dumpster match between Chelsea Green versus Mia Yim. The result of this match was Mia Yim won the match when Mia kicks her into the dumpster, Green blasts her with a boot, jockeying for position on the apron, and then delivered a powerbomb into the dumpster and pulls herself out and closes the lid. Then we saw that AJ Styles is examined backstage by the doctor and we're told he's being taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. Naomi is doing squats backstage when Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill roll up to tell her the three of them will be hosting Bad Blood together tomorrow night. Bayley makes her entrance and calls out Nia Jax, and Nia makes her entrance, flanked by Tiffany Stratton. Jax tells her if she has something to say it straight to her face, and the role model says that's just what she plans on doing. She tells Nia that she thinks she still doesn't quite understand the value and meaning of the title that she holds. But she'll give her that she's uniquely dominant within WWE today along with her little pal Tiffany and her briefcase. Stratton steps up and says she doesn't need the briefcase to beat Jax, which of course turns into a panic attack about how she would never want to fight Nia and so on. A brawl breaks out and Bayley beats Nia down with Tiffany's briefcase and Bayley stands tall and leaves. Tiffany returns with the briefcase, referee Jessica Carr standing by, and Jax wakes up in time to leave peacefully. Back from the commercial, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven are walking backstage. Niven tries to reassure her that she doesn't smell that bad, but they run into Pretty Deadly who can't handle the smell. A-Town Down Under also have trouble with the smell and she runs into Nick Aldis, who makes some bad smell jokes before she leaves in a huff. Carmelo Hayes rolls up to demand his title match. Aldis asks if he really thinks that counts as a win. The next match happened between Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton, and the result of this match was Naomi defeated Tiffany Stratton by pinfall when Tiffany catches her and rolls through. Naomi slips out of the top, roll through, handspring back elbow, Naomi ducks, reverses, and connects with the rolling crucifix to pick up the victory. The Bloodline are shown walking backstage, Jacob Fatu talking about how when you love the tribal chief, you learn to respect and worship him, and if you don't do any of those, you will acknowledge him. Backstage, Nia Jax tells Tiffany Stratton that she should focus on Liv Morgan, and Tiffy makes a promise that she'll never cash in on her queen. In the main event of the show, we saw a WWE Tag Team Championship ladder match between DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, versus Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, versus Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. The results of this match was Bloodline won the match when DIY set a ladder up and they climb. Montez Ford cuts Gargano off, springboard to the ladder and climbing neck and neck with Ciampa. Dawkins is in and climbing too, and so is Johnny, and Loa breaks it all up. Tama steadies the ladder as Tonga climbs, and retrieved the titles, and Bloodline successfully retained the WWE Tag Team Championship. Solo Sikoa makes his entrance and throws his one-up with his boys and the show goes off the air.